Miss your favorite show? Download the podcast at kcaaradio.com.
The doctor is in. Welcome to the Psychic Love Doctor Show with host Deborah Lee. Deborah has been practicing, teaching, and perfecting the personal prophecy card reading method for 20 plus years. This life-affirming, highly perceptive reading method has taught Deborah how to zero in on specific problems with relationships, career pursuits, and current roadblocks to success and happiness. This inspiring show will help you never feel helpless in life or love ever again. Now, here's your host, Deborah Lee.
Well, hello everyone, and thank you so much for tuning into the Psychic Love Doctor Show. We are really getting into the big countdown now to the big C, as in Christmas. And I wonder if any of you are as unmotivated and uninterested as we are this year. Well, Lisa, you've got your Hanukkah.
I do. It's over now.
Okay.
It's joyous.
I bet it was. She really brings to life the events in her life, as does my other co-host who is sitting off in the audience. We have a live audience, who is Dawn, and she really brings a lot to her family and her life. Now, some of us, we just sort of have a glitchy time when it comes to the holidays. My personal belief is if you treat people right all year round, if you gift them with your love and your time and your attention, you don't have to engage in that I call it the Christmas gift combat zone. Okay, who got what and who's getting this and da-da-da, and why didn't she spend that $50 on me too and blah, blah, blah. So that's just my own personal opinion on the whole thing. So with that said, I know you want to talk about...
There's so much to talk about tonight, but I want to throw the number out there.
Yes, please do.
So as you're driving about on your way home, hopefully on the freeway out there in California, or if you're just getting ready to go out tonight on the East Coast, we really want to hear from you. And the call-in number is 909-792-5222. We are also Facebooking Live.
Yes, we are. So if you're on the Psychic Love Doctor Show page on Facebook, you're getting us right now.
You can see us. But remember that callers will always get first dibs on a reading with Deborah Lee, who is the only living subject matter on the personal prophecy method.
Well, thank you for mentioning that, Lisa. It is pretty much in a class all its own, as far as that I learned it from my grandmother. For those of you who are new, I learned this about 35 years ago using ordinary playing cards, a method that my grandmother taught me about 2 years before she passed away. And I'll tell you, it has been the most amazing... I just don't even know the words to put here as far as how awesome this has been in terms of how this method has changed people's lives. Now, I do want to share, just as an aside here, that I do teach this method. I don't consider myself to be gifted as many other practitioners of different methods out there who give psychic or intuitive readings do profess to be. I think a lot of the reason that they feel that they are gifted is because so few are able to actually grasp and use their own intuitive perception, which we all have, by the way. So many are just not able to do it right. So I do have several, I would say a good handful around the world, that have actually become professional practitioners of the personal prophecy method. And I'm very proud to say that, Lisa, you are one, sitting next to me, yes. So, but she prefers to offer her insights during the show as our credentialed, and she's highly credentialed, as a therapist and as a counselor here at the Healing Fountain in Virginia Beach, where we are broadcasting to you from. So, Lisa, it's always a pleasure to have you with us.
Oh, I just love spending my Friday evenings with all of you. I'm going to throw the number out there one more time. It's 909-792-5222. And I'm sure many people are out there with the hustle and the bustle of the holidays, grabbing those last-minute gifts and planning trips far and wide, and, of course, trips with family.
Family! Yeah, boy. There's a battlefield.
There's a battlefield.
And Lisa, why do you think that we all do it, whether we have good families or the less than good, we put on this Norman Rockwell big show?
I think it's the expectation of what you're supposed to have based on looking at media, with what the movies are showing you out there, with and of course for me it's the materialism of what you should be overspending to get everybody. And maybe these are people that you don't go see every Friday night for a dinner, but you all have to come together because it's the big holiday. So you have all these personalities who normally just get the monthly phone call in, are now all together for one joyous day.
And in my family, you just never knew what was going to happen once that the fire water got flowing. And Daryl, I know you can attest to this yourself from your own past family gatherings. There would always be that one, the ball starter, the one who's going to get it rolling by saying, you know, I just want to say very quietly to you that I have never forgiven you, you SOBU, for what you did to me in 1975. And woo, then we are off and running, aren't we, to having more fireworks than on any 4th of July. I have actually witnessed a family Christmas tree being pitched right out the door. Yep, so those are the times that make your heart warm the cockles of your heart.
So if you're listening in on KCAA Radio, you are tuning in to the Psychic Love Doctor Show, 909-792-5222. You can really call in with a question on any topic. I know that she is the master on everything dealing with love and relationships, insight. But you can ask about how your holiday is going to go, if you've got a blind date this evening.
Oh, right. Or coming up. Or if you are going, the big meeting the family at holiday time with your new beau or that new gal that you're crazy about. Boy, oh boy, those can be some really tense times. So wouldn't it be nice to know in advance that the family's going to absolutely love you? Or he's got a sister who's a bit of a biatch. Or his mother, no woman is going to be good enough for her baby. I mean, it would be really good, wouldn't it, to have that kind of insight? So I'm going to throw out a little something since it is the holiday season. Since we're having trouble getting started, the first 3 callers tonight are going to receive a private consultation with me on the phone. We can do it either via Skype or we'll do it Facebook video chat, or even if you prefer, just right over the old telephone.
That's crazy.
Yeah, let's get those calls coming in, people. My cards are hot and ready to come off the griddle. So
909-792-5222. We have a message coming in from Melissa, who is getting ready to start a new business. And she wants to know all about that. Is that going to jump off the ground? Maybe some insight on if now is the right timing, that kind of thing.
You know, this is a good thing that we're starting off with Melissa. While I'm laying out the cards, you could mention about how psychic readings with the Love Doctor don't always have to involve love.
Well, they always involve maybe love in some respect, because a love of work, a passion for what you do. It doesn't always have to be relationship dynamic, because she is the love of all things, Doctor. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Well, true. You know, love of career, love of, you know, your friends.
So Deborah Lee is doing a 24-card layout with a deck of regular old playing cards, people. That's what the personal prophecy method is really all about. And not only will she be able to look into Melissa's specific question about starting this new business, but she may also pick up some nuances within the cards on other areas of life as well, things pertaining to the home, something that might be coming in that Melissa has no idea is coming for her right now. So that's what makes this technique and this prophecy method so unique, is it's really in depth.
I really feel that Melissa is going to tap into an emergent group that truly needs something that is not traditional, we'll say psychiatry or psychology, something that is not traditional, go to the chiropractor. She's going to bring her, it's a healing practice is what I feel we're looking at here. And she is going to bring that healing of the body, mind, and soul all together as a single unit. Now here's the problem though. There's an awful lot of naysayers around Melissa. Melissa, don't you listen to them. There's a lot of people out there that never get to achieve their dream because they're just either too negative, they don't want to try, they don't have any motivation. I mean, there's all these different reasons. So what do they want to do? They want to steal your dream. They may not even realize it. So I want Melissa to be about her business in a very quiet way, pertaining people that know her personally and coworkers that she currently has now. She should keep it to her own inner circle. And there's an awful lot that she can do, like via the internet. You can do it in your community. We have Facebook. We have all sorts of social media that is a serious launching pad for any new fledgling business. So, Melissa, your group of people that I feel that you are really going to do a lot of good work for are those that have gone through tragic circumstances. For instance, grieving the sudden loss of a loved one. I see a lot pertaining to that. These are often people that slip through the cracks. And I'll bet you could say that too.
Absolutely.
These are people that want something, I feel, that is not, let me think of the word, that is not...
Cookie cutter?
Yes. God, you're good. I'd marry her, but I'm already married and kind of like the men a little bit. Anyway, she finishes my sentences so beautifully. Yes, exactly. And Melissa has a way that I'm perceiving from her cards that it enables her to touch people emotionally in a way that enables them to, without shame, without any sense of embarrassment, able to really shed their tears and feel their grief. So they will then begin. I'm having difficulty with the words tonight. They will then be able to start to heal. And as we all know, we literally do heal ourselves. It's just that those around us that are in these different helping professions help us and guide us. So Lisa, what would you add to any of that? As far as helping her to, stay very positive and bring her business to the forefront without falling victim to others and their judgy ways.
Well, there are always going to be people with their own opinions and their own judgments. And it's really about staying true to yourself and what your passion is and following that, keeping your energy pure, putting out what you want to obtain and achieve for yourself. And just knowing that you're doing the right thing. Do no harm. So,
I agree.
There you go.
Absolutely. So, Melissa, we wish you well. I think 2018 is going to be an awesome year as you take one step after the other and bring your business to fruition. Great.
All right. It's your turn to get in the queue for the Psychic Love Doctor here on Kcaa Radio, 909-792-5222. We have Kim from Detroit waiting.
Yay,
for her
Kim.
reading. Hi, Kim.
Welcome.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
How are you this evening?
I'm great. How are you?
Oh, we're just getting started. And thank you for being our first caller. Well, Melissa actually chimed in with her. Yeah, but you are a second. So you are going to be receiving a private reading from me, which what you need to do is shoot me a message either through our show page. I think you can contact us through the KCAA radio page, or you can simply email me, Deborah, long spelling, DEBORAH, at psychiclovedoctor.com.
Okay.
Now, Kim, with all that said, what can we do for you this evening?
Okay, I have a question. Do you see me and Myron reconnecting, or do you see some other love interest taking place in 2018?
Ooh, good one.
All right, so we're looking for a reconnection from someone that you have been involved with, or maybe someone new coming in. Is that it?
Did you say Byron or Brian?
Myron.
Oh, Myron. Very good. Thank you.
I was thinking the same thing you were.
Were you?
Are you still in communication with Myron?
Yes.
Okay. Have you friend zoned one another? Is it stilted, or is it like, hey, we have an opportunity to kind of like pick back up after the holidays so we don't have to buy each other presents type thing?
It's kind of, I don't know. well. We've been in communication. I've just recently had 2 deaths in the family. He's kind of been supportive. So
Okay.
How nice of Myron.
yeah.
That was good. That's a good thing.
But I'm also going to say, because you've asked about someone new coming in, I feel like you pretty much walked through the door already to even ask about a new person. So I'm curious to see what your cards have to say.
Well, here's what I have to say to you, Kim. I feel that in your heart of hearts, and this is for both of you, I feel a sense of yearning or of longing to give things another try. And I think that you likely will revisit this relationship very soon, early in the new year. But I want to mention here, I feel that the same problems, struggles, challenges, you name it, whatever it was, but it's going to continue. I don't feel that there's been a change in terms of this relationship. You're going to walk right down the same old street, if you know what I'm saying. So I would like to mention to you that if you are willing to look at a possibility with someone new, I do feel that when you and Myron have completed this relationship, put a period at the end of it, and I do feel you'll end up staying friends. You'll see each other from time to time, but I don't think he's where your future truly lies. Your cards are telling me, Lisa's looking over my shoulder, that there is somebody new coming for you. And you don't have to worry about missing him because, well, first of all, he's in the designation in the reading called Sure to Be True. And as Lisa knows, in all these years that I've been giving readings, I have yet to see something that was perceived under that designation not coming true. Because it just takes time. What I'm seeing is that once you and Myron have finally, what would you say, like cut the tie that binds you? Lisa, you know what I mean? Just
Split.
Yeah.
For good.
That is when your life is going to shift. And that is when your Mr. Right true Mr. Right is going to walk right through the door. And I feel pretty confident about this. I really do, just by the way that your cards are laying and what I'm feeling from them. I do feel that you are facing a future filled with love, family, upcoming marriage, all the beautiful things that I think you cherish and hold very dear to yourself. So don't worry, serendipity is not going to let you down. You don't have to go looking for him. You don't have to sit on the curb and think the parade is passing you by. It's all in good time. And sometimes we get really hung up, don't we, Lisa?
Yes,
on
absolutely.
the aspect of timing. Oh my God, what if I've missed him? Well, what is meant to be, you are not going to miss.
Okay.
Okay, so I really have good feelings for you. The new man is going to really fill all those empty spaces.
That's great.
Yeah, I didn't really mean to put it that way. That's kind of suggestive.
But that's okay too.
Right.
Yeah, that won't hurt either. Let me tell you.
No, it won't. No, it won't.
So
We
I
welcome
see
that.
I see in the next 3 years a beautiful new home for you, a beautiful, wonderful family coming to you through marriage that you're just going to absolutely adore. And a lot of what has happened in your past is simply going to, well, as it should, it's going to just drift away.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's really what we often need to do is not cling to the past. We've gotten the lessons, we've learned what we needed to from the past, and I'll bet you talk about that a lot with your clients.
I do.
So any final words for Kim tonight?
I'm pretty sure you haven't completely closed the door on Myron, but that's okay too. Get through the holidays. New Year brings new energies and a new man for you.
Yes, definitely. So Kim, we hope you'll stay in touch. We'd love to hear about your progress.
Oh, yes.
And receiving more readings only helps to clarify what truly does lie ahead for you.
All right. Thank you, guys, and happy holidays to you.
Thank you. And
You
Kim,
too.
Kim, do get in touch with me so we can arrange your free phone reading that I've offered you, okay?
Okay, I sure will.
All right,
Thank you.
darling. Take care. Oh, how
Bye-bye.
nice. Huh? That was a good call.
That was a good call. And you could also be a good call if you call us at 909-792-5222. Because you know you want to talk to us live because we're that awesome. And we're here to party with you. It's the best part of Friday night. Grab a beverage if you're not driving and hang out with us.
And I have a live audience here filled with single people. Hot single people. If only you could see what I see. Lisa,
it's amazing.
Lisa being hot and single is only the tip of the iceberg. But she's available too. So guys, you could start your little phones going.
Oh my, oh my, oh my.
Men need intuitive perception and guidance too. They don't want to admit it. They don't want to admit it,
yeah,
but they do.
And I'm pretty sure that your clientele is similar to my clientele, and that mine's predominantly, well, I have females and couples, and I have a few men that come in, but predominantly the women dragging the men in, and women. Do you find the same thing?
Exactly. Mm-hmm. It's strange though too, because they have a preconceived notion about what it is I'm going to do, and they already don't like it. They've never had it done to them before, but they'll sit down just to placate the little woman or to, to get me to shut up about how I need to help them with their cards. So, but it's funny, after they've had the reading, they're like just thunderstruck. Oh my God, how did you know all that? Who told you this stuff? That came from a very well-known weatherman back in the early 90s in the Midwest, who I was doing the Jerry Lewis telethon out of a major city in Minnesota, and he came over all arrogant, full of himself. He said, okay, you read your little cards to me. And I started telling him things, simply reading what was in the cards, and that man became absolutely irate. He stood up and he pointed in my face and said, who told you these things? Nobody knows this stuff but my wife and me. And I said, I'm just reading the cards here. Well, he took the deck and flung it and stormed off. And I thought, wow.
And I want to see that happen tonight. So call us, 909-792-5222. We have Yolanda from California.
Oh, hello there.
My wife and me, and I said,
hello?
Hi.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Welcome to Friday Night with the Psychic Love Doctor. What's your question?
I'm just trying to find out. Well, I'm kind of transitioning. I'm 59 years old, and I'm separated from my husband.
Okay.
I'm trying to see what's going to be happening in my life.
How are you doing right now with it being the holidays and all? Your voice sounds a little,
heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm managing.
Okay.
Well, and it's difficult. Everything is so focused on family and,
mistletoe.
Oh, buy her a diamond for Christmas. And, nobody shows the Christmas trees being fired out the door.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we're not going to pump sunshine up your skirt. It's a rough time. And we can relate, actually, very much. Those of us here in the audience. And I want to tell you, Dawn, my co-host from my Wednesday show, is in the audience. She is our
energetic healing guru.
And she is right now sending long-distance healing energy to you, Yolanda, all right? Okay. So if you feel a little tingly or a little zingy, that's coming straight to you from Dawn.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so as for me reading the cards for you, what would you like, what is your specific question for me?
Well, what is my question?
You know what? You take 10 seconds to think about that question while we go to a station ID, and we'll be right back.
Okay.
Kcaa Loma Linda, 1050 AM, K292 FQ Riverside, and K293CF Moreno Valley.
And you are back with Deborah Lee, the Psychic Love Doctor, and Lisa with an E, and we are talking with Yolanda.
Who's on the line, and
you were going to give us a specific question.
Yes, I'm going to want to find out if I'll have any other love interest in my life.
All right.
Well, that's a very good question, and I'm excited to look at the cards for you.
And I could just say, this is Lisa Yolanda, just by saying that by asking that means that you're open to possibility of that you don't sound very bitter, or that you've closed the door that all men are schmucks and horrible people, that it may be a difficult time for you in transition, but that you have, you're looking towards the future. Was the separation your idea? Was it mutual, or was it his idea?
Mutual.
Okay. And
He
how
just
long were you
kinda
married
abandoned
together?
me.
I'm sorry, what did you
I
say,
say
hon?
he kind of abandoned me, but it was mutual.
Okay. Are you looking right now for a new companion or partner?
Right now, I need to get some other stuff under. I need to find a place to stay. I mean, I was married for 20-something years. Like I said, he abandoned me pretty much.
Well, you know what? I want to tell you from an intuitive standpoint, this man is not getting off scot-free. There is the justice of karma in the universe, and I'm going to tell you, he may think that he did the right thing by up and running, but you can run, you just can't hide. So he is going to be afflicted in some way or another, possibly, Lisa, the universe seeks balance in all things. This man did you a real dirty thing. And I tell you what I see here very plainly is he is going to pay handsomely and dearly for having done that. This is a man that may end up spending the rest of his life alone. This is a man who may find himself without an income and living basically homeless in the streets. This is a man that is going to have to look at himself in the mirror every day for the rest of his life. And that man is not going to be able to escape the guilt monster that's going to look back at him in the eye. And I mean this sincerely. So what you ought to do, and I realize this is a lot to ask, I would say try to find it in your heart not to send out malice or, negative thinking, not wish the worst on him, because remember, what you send out does come back to you. So what I would do is find a way to think about this poor, pathetic human being that did such a low-down, rotten thing and feel sorry for him. Sorry that he could be such an ass.
Oh, sorry he doesn't have you.
Yeah.
And by doing that, you're going to free yourself from all the negativity that it surrounds you. And you do have some pretty big issues here, but you know what? You're going to find out within the next few days to the next few weeks how many people love you. You are surrounded by such a support base. All you have to do is say the word, and they're going to all come running forward with more than you even need to help see you through this. So please, don't isolate yourself. Don't, what am I trying to say, Lisa?
Retreat.
Yeah, you need them, and they need to be able to show you how much you mean to them. So to answer your question, right now, it's not a good time for dating. That's what desperate people do. They run out and grab somebody so they don't have to be alone. But you know what? Once you conquer your own fear of being alone, and I speak from my own experience here, took me 4 years. But I'm a slow learner, so I think a lot of people could do it quicker than that. There's going to be a process that Lisa could tell you more about, but you're going to move through the stages. What are those called? The stages of?
Well, it is really grief. I know he hasn't passed on or transitioned to the other side, but this is a grieving process. It's a grieving of expectation of where you would be at this point in your life. And it's a grieving of a companion. Even though he may have turned out in some respects to be kind of a louse at the end, you share this life, this experience, this journey, and there's a grief of that.
Definitely. So I think the best thing you can do is first get all your ducks in a row, get yourself settled somewhere to live. You don't have to sign your life away. You don't have to think, oh my God, I'm going to have to live in this cracker box for the rest of my life. No, you just want to put a Band-Aid on things right now, right?
Yes.
And if you need to, forget that it's Christmas. Forget all about it. Are you with us?
Yes.
Just forget all about it, and but there's other channels on TV. There's other music. I don't even like listening to the music this year because there seems like there's so much turmoil everywhere. How can we be doing the fa la 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 la?
Go hang out with your Jewish friends on Christmas Day. 'Cause
Yeah.
I guarantee you they're somewhere bowling. Just saying.
And they'll have some really good food. I love
pancakes
Jewish.
and latkes because you go to your local JCC, nothing's open on Christmas but the JCC.
Yeah, look at that. Now, I do want to tell you, under sure to come true, which we discussed with our last caller, you have the man that is out there. He's over the horizon. You're not going to miss him either, but he is in the process of getting ready for you. He's also gone through some stuff. He's going to come out all bright and shiny once it's all behind him, and the two of you are going to find such a soulmate connection, Yolanda, that those 27 years will kind of just fade away. This man is going to, well, I don't want to say healer. We got to don the healer, but he's going to restore her. He's going to nurture her. He's going to love you in a way that I don't think you had in a lot of those years.
Yeah.
So it'll begin as I want to say like a email or maybe Facebook. It's a social media type of connection. Very, very nice fellow. A little bit younger than you, but that's a good thing.
I approve.
Okay.
Yeah, because you know what? A lot of times the younger men have more
Zest.
Good, because I was going to say stamina, but zest is a much better word. And this is a man that's going to revitalize you. He's going to teach you again about being spontaneous as you were years ago. You're going to just have an absolutely wonderful relationship. He does not live close by, but let me tell you, I do feel that he will relocate for you.
Ooh, hey now.
Now, Yolanda, you're a third caller, so guess what? That means you win a free private phone reading with me, but I'm going to need you to contact me so we can set it up, okay?
Okay.
So you can either send me a message, I think they're on the KCAA radio page, or, what was it again? Oh, the show page on Facebook, or you can email me, Deborah, long spelling, DEBORAH, at psychiclovedoctor.com. Now, Don, I see that you've been working very hard on Yolanda. Can you, huh?
She feels heavy in her heart.
She says that you feel very heavy in your heart, Yolanda.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But she's working on it, and don't be surprised if you feel better tomorrow. Now, if you like this, Don is available for private sessions. Get a hold of me, anybody listening out there that might want to connect with Dawn, and I'll put you in touch. Okay, and she won't. Go ahead.
And I was just going to say, Yolanda, it's okay. It's a rough time. It's a rough time of year. And allow yourself that space to go through all the emotions and to go through grief if you're having grief, and to reach out to people, family or like family, to be with you and support you through this time. Because I know the holidays are rough and they can be really difficult, especially when you're in this transition. And I wish there was a magic wand I could weave and sprinkle with you, but the truth is that time does heal all wounds.
And also, Lisa, you had mentioned to me that you think that these cards that I use in readings, and everyone they aren't simply ordinary playing cards. You have said that you feel they contain an energy that is very useful in manifesting. So as I am giving you your reading, I'm also manifesting with you for this soulmate relationship that's going to come. And by the way, it's going to last for the rest of your life. So get ready, girl.
Okay, thank you.
He is going to put a light in your eyes like you haven't had. When you talk about him, you're going to blush like a teenager, and you're going to giggle, and he's going to feel like a teenager too. So we hope that you will stay in touch. Of course, I want to give you your prize reading, but do stay in touch with us, and we're always here, to do what we can for you. Okay?
Okay.
Well, darling, we'll be thinking about you over the holidays. Remember, most of us are not really enjoying ourselves either. We're going through the motions for our kids. for our husbands and all. But remember, we got those people, the victims of the fires out there in your state, all the tragedies that have been happening, the Amtrak train, and oh my God, the tour bus down in Mexico. And you start looking at all these things that have happened. We're all basically in the same great big boat in a lot of ways, just different degrees. So we will look forward to hearing from you soon. Okay, hon?
Okay, thank you so much. And what is it again? Deborah at?
PsychicLoveDoctor.com.
Okay.
All right, I will watch for your message.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. No. Boy, that one really got me going because, and
this is such a difficult time. I mean, transition's not easy anyway, but when you throw the holidays on it and this expectation for joyous times and reconnection and family, it just kind of hits home a little bit more.
It really does.
It does.
And there's not much for a panacea to make it easier. I mean, you can get invited to someone's holiday party, and what do you usually end up being?
The single.
The single sitting in the corner getting pie-eyed. Or is that an old expression?
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means.
I'd say the other more current one, but I don't think we can get away with that on radio.
909-792-5222. We want to talk to you tonight, so give us a call.
Yeah, that's what we're here for. Do you have any, Daryl, for it? Daryl is running the technology. Those of you who are with us on Facebook Live are able to submit questions to us as well.
And I hope I get this right. Arnon is asking, how do you define love?
Oh, well, I have to admit, many years ago, when I was the psychic love doctor for AOL, someone confronted me, but in a very antagonistic kind of way in a chat room, and said to me, okay, you're so smart. What is the true meaning of love? And I honestly sat there, and a lot of times I have to say, hey, big guy upstairs, you got to jump in here. I don't know what to say. And all of a sudden, my fingers typed out one word: simplicity. Simplicity of thought, of emotion, of deed, of everything. Simplicity. And that shut him up, let me tell you. And I was thinking, wow, when you do let the higher power speak through you, you will get a voice responding. And I have never forgot that. It's been like 20-some years. Simplicity. What do you think, Lisa? Okay.
I think that because I do a lot of work with couples, and so I'll have people come in, and of course they're coming in during a time of dysfunction and strife. And I'll often hear, I think I fell out of love with this person, or how do I know if I'm in love? And my question is, well, I don't know. I don't know how you felt when you first met, so I don't know how you should feel now. But for me, when you have love for someone or love for the person you're involved with, to me it really becomes as a form of wanting the best for that person.
Sorry, we're having a little oopsie here. Okay.
You want the best for that person. You want to do the work, but it's work that you want to do. And people will argue with me day and night about that a relationship shouldn't be work. It should be easy. And you know what? I call BS on that, because you did it when you first met. You made the sticky notes and the cards and the flowers and the text throughout the day, and you put the effort in. And that's what the work is. When you love someone, it's putting that work in to make the other person feel good.
No, I just want to add a little something here. I think being in love is basically a tickle in your shorts. It's the passion. Well, the passionate tickle, the one that is bringing two people together. If we bring this down to just a basic biological level, a woman has picked out the best partner to breed with. The male has been chosen, and they're going to breed like crazy, or at least practice breeding. But love is different. Love is the skid marks in the undershort.
It's wanting the best for the person that you're with. That's what it is.
I'm sorry, but I think when you can deal with skid marks, when you can deal with the bad breath and all the rest of it, all that minutia, is when that's love.
Dealing, but you're saying dealing is love. I say love is wanting the best for your partner. So maybe you're overlooking all of the snoring and the toilet seat up because you want what's best for your partner out of a true, genuine glow within you to have a balance within a relationship.
Now, Dr. Joyce Brothers said many, many years ago that when you know you truly love is when the happiness of your partner means more to you than your own happiness.
Dr. Lisa says, true love is that when you both are experiencing happiness because you both are giving and you both are receiving. It has to be balanced.
And from the audience, we just heard, and accepting them for who they are.
I know you want to get in on this discussion. 909-792-5222. But that's how I see it. So there is a question. Shannon has called the show before.
Okay.
And she's calling in for an update, which is like some of the favorite types of things that come through. So she's been involved with this person for 3 months. They had a big falling out this weekend. She said she's done. But she's done. But wants your advice on if she's really done. So Shannon wants to know if she and Jay, is this really worth the effort she's putting into it?
I have to add here, though, if you're asking if you're really done, you're probably really not done.
Yeah, that's what I think. Like if you're asking, like, I think I'm done until he comes around, begs, and then I say, okay, come back in until I'm done again. Because I see that again and again and again.
And what do you think? Is that significant that somebody comes to beg? I mean, do you think
some people look for that whole, like, that when I talk about balance in a relationship, some people look for that power of control. Oh, I'm gonna take him back when he begs for me to come back. I want to show him who's boss and who's in control. And to me, that is not a loving, balanced relationship. That's a relationship out of control.
But I also think sometimes we want a man to fight for us, to stand in the rain at 3 a.m. and say, I can't live without you. You mean so much to me. Please. Huh? You wouldn't
Well, that
fall
should have
for
been
that?
going on from the beginning, because there's clearly a breakdown going on somewhere if now you want that person to step up to the plate and show their true feelings.
And what if that person is a professional actor? This is something I often wonder about.
Oh.
Professional actors, do they actually live life or are they acting their way through life? Maybe somebody will call us from the celebrity world, and they will share with us.
Actors have feelings, too.
Yeah, but they can always fall back on that, Academy Award performance.
909-792-5222.
I would like to confirm to Shannon that it's over, but I really don't think it is.
Oh.
I don't think you're done, and I don't think he's done, and I think you both need to work it out. Somebody's going to have to work it here. Otherwise, you're at an impasse, and nobody makes a move. What's going to happen? Nothing.
Gridlock.
Yeah. So you could be a big person and extend a Merry Christmas or not. I don't know. You punt. Put the ball in his court. That's always a good response when you don't know what to do. Get rid of the ball.
Yeah, to me, because this has been an ongoing pattern, it's cyclical, and I don't know what will finally be the tipping point to be over with, but just by asking if it's over, clearly it's not over.
Yeah, and you know what? You may be unsure, but it's better to really be sure, and I do feel that you're going to give this another shot. Here's the thing. If you walk away now and you both let your pride get in the way, which really is what it is, you're going to always look back and wonder what might have been. And I'm a firm believer, better to find out now, right in this moment. And then you can close the door, put a period, pull up the anchor, whatever it is, whatever analogy you want to use, okay?
Drop the anchor.
Or drop it. But the thing is, you need to know. Otherwise, you always kind of have that little yen in your heart. Wait, all right, she's looking at me funny.
No, it's true, because that cat and mouse game keeps going on and on and on until someone is so exhausted from trying and trying and trying. Like I always say, when it's bad enough, then that's the end. It's not bad enough yet.
You're right. And remember what isn't it Anthony Donoso on NCIS has said, and I've never forgotten these words. He said, there's always the breakup before the breakup. And think about that. Don't people often go, okay, that's it, we're breaking up. Mm-hmm. But then they get back together, but they find that something is really broken, and they can't fix it. It's like a precious teacup has fallen to the floor, and you can glue it all back together, but what's going to happen if you pour hot tea in that cup again? What happens when you put it in the dishwasher? I don't think it's going to hold up. I don't think so. So anyway, Shannon, I do think you're going to give it the old college try one more time.
That's fine. It's not bad enough yet.
No.
And with that, I know you want to call in before we're gone, 909-792-5222. And there is Darlene from Hesperia. Hi, Darlene.
Hello there.
Hello, how you doing?
Great.
Hello?
Fabulous.
Yes, this time I'm here.
Hey, that's fabulous.
How you doing?
What is your
tonight?
We are so great. What are you doing tonight? Besides, like, you couldn't just wait to call in, right?
Working and looking towards a 4-day weekend.
4-day weekend.
Hey, we love those. Yeah.
All right. What is your question for Deborah Lee, the Psychic Love Doctor?
Well, it's been a turbulent year, and I'd like to see how next year's going to run.
All right.
Okay.
Out with the old, in with the new.
Exactly. Do you have a specific area that concerns you most? It helps to have a less than general question, because otherwise I'm just going to get a general answer. Like your love life, your
career, home, children.
Yeah, okay, I'll go with career.
Career.
What would you like to have happen in your career? If you could have a genie that comes to you for Christmas and says, whatever your wishes is my
command.
Yes.
Oh, that I'd be closer to home.
Oh.
Right.
Okay. So you're looking towards the new year. Are you in a position where it's possible to transfer, or
Yes,
are you looking at maybe something new?
It
so
is,
it is possible to transfer. All right, so what Deborah Lee is doing is she's using a regular deck of playing cards using the personal prophecy method, and she's actually pulling 24 cards just for you, and it's very special layout. So she's going to be able to find the answer to your specific query about career change, but she may also come up with something else that's going on in your life right now that you haven't asked, but she may give you some insight.
Well, Darlene, your cards are on fire, darling. I just have to tell you, what I see here is all areas of your life are going to be impacted with a beautiful upswing. Woo, I almost swang too close to Lisa's face. But yes, it wouldn't hurt to put little feelers out there that you would be interested. Interested in the possibility of, say, transfer or promotion. Because I feel, what do you always say, Lisa?
Yeah.
Energy follows thought. Put it out there, say it. You don't have to become a broken record about it. I'm just saying, put it out there. And there are two men here that are going to want to help accelerate her career in the direction you want it to go. So by saying it, you literally make it possible for it to happen. And there's going to be an event coming very soon in your workplace that is going to make her determine that, you know what, I do need a change.
Oh.
And by you having sent out these little feelers, think of them like little, little ants scurrying off. You're going to find that there are those who have been watching you, and that you have an excellent reputation. And you especially have a gentleman that is a superior in some facet of your work that has paid a great deal of attention to you. And they just never knew that you'd really want to, go the sky's the limit. So I think you ought to reach for the stars. You'll at least get the moon, as an ex-husband of mine used to say. It was probably the best thing he ever said in all the years I knew him. So... So, yes, I think it's going to be a fabulous year. I see your circle of your social network is going to increase. I see you overcoming obstacles a lot quicker in this new year. There's a wonderful new energy to 2018. I can't define it yet. Can you, Dawn, our energy healer? She can't either. Lisa?
No.
But we're not quite into 2018, so I guess we'll have to wait for the year to give birth to
There
itself.
you go.
Yeah. But
Sounds
yes,
like a good idea.
You have wonderful prospects. Honestly, it's time for you to get the success and the recognition that you deserve, and the what would you call it? Satisfaction of career, satisfaction of your working life. It's out there, and it is definitely coming to you. So have faith. I have nothing but faith in you. Now it's up to you to feel the same. So have
Okay.
faith.
Thank you very much.
Oh, you're so welcome. Call us again,
Okay.
Darlene.
Happy holidays, Merry Christmas,
Yeah.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Oh,
You too.
thank
Happy New
you.
Year.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. What is your question from the audience?
Okay, so I just got out of a serious relationship a few months ago, and I started dating someone. Tomorrow's our second date.
Ooh. So she just got out of a serious relationship a few months ago. Tomorrow is their second date.
And the question is?
And on the first date, he kind of brought up his wife, whose divorce will be final in January.
Okay.
And he told me that she was calling and asking to work things out again.
Oh.
And then he told me that he goes to a mutual networking thing that she goes to still. And he keeps telling me that this is over. But now I know it's over. Now I know. And I keep thinking, I don't think this is unfinished business here. I think there's something still maybe, yeah.
It is a very good question. Because and a lot of people face the same sort of circumstances. When the new, I'd say, dating partner says it's really over, I mean, it's over, as in marriage and, you know, the ex, the old life, is it really over? So I'm going to take a look at that, and I'll tell you that, speaking to everyone, the cards are pretty precise when it comes to what is over. A lot of times men will dash out. I hate to be stereotypical about this, but men will dash out, grab somebody, leap into this relationship, but their heart still belongs back at home where divorce papers are, you know, getting drawn up. So and I thank you for asking, because I think that's a very important question.
Okay.
And that's not always a true statement.
Ooh, here comes Daryl. Yes, speaking on behalf of men everywhere in the world. Yes, Daryl.
When my previous marriage was done, it was done.
Mm-hmm.
There was no going back to it.
Well, I'm inclined to believe that the young lady in our audience who asked this question, I believe he is done too. All right, just make sure he's not jumping too fast. If he tells you he loves you and wants to marry you on the second date,
oh, run. Red flag, run.
There, see. And why would that be, Lisa? Fill us in on
Oh,
that.
I can't. Oh, there's access to, for one reason. Because if they're wearing a mask and they can't hold it on for too long, they want to nail you down, so to speak, as fast as possible. So they will push for a quick relationship before they reveal who they truly are.
Yeah. So I guess if they just want to nail you, that's okay. But if they want to nail you down,
there you
that's
go. Lock
not
in.
Okay.
Run, run, run.
Well, I hope that helps our lovely lady in the audience. We've got a couple of minutes. This gives us time to get ready to announce that we will be here next Friday.
Next Friday.
And also that if you don't have the Psychic Love Doctor app, you should get it. It's in your app store place. And it's free.
Absolutely free. Download it tonight.
It's for smartphones. And I'll tell you, I use it. I know that probably sounds kind of crazy. Hey, she can read cards, but she's using an app. Yes. And the app will give you the real deal. You may not like the answer you get, but it will be the real answer that you need. So with that, I wanted to tell Lisa, with an E, always a pleasure to have her with us. I know you guys like her. You always tell me in feedback. And then Dawn being in the audience, she is our energetic healer. She's always a pleasure to have on board. And everybody that has joined us for the show, near, far, even farther away. We love you. Have a wonderful Christmas. In the words of Grandma, who taught me this method, to dream is to believe. Once you believe, all things are possible. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
KCAA Loma Linda, 1050 AM, 106.5 FM, and now 102.3 FM.